audio yesterday.
And then, hold up, be quiet. How everybody a real estate agent? How everybody?
Because a lot of the wags do that.
Rihanna for a long time.
And her outfit
this is
mattered.
No, listen, hush. This is not a Travis. No, Lauren. No. Just listen. Just please hush. This is not a Taylor Swift football game situation. I've called and I've asked many times. That's what I got told. She's producer. Oh, okay, cool. So I ain't asked no more. She's only on my segment, so I'm like, all right. I'm putting it together, because that's what I do. I put it together. All right, here we go. So Shorty must about to be on the show. That's exactly what I put in my head before anybody decided to come and tell me again. So I did another round of asking. All right, what are we doing? All right, well, we've always, this is the boss. We've always considered having a fourth seat. Well, when y'all gonna tell me that? When was your, and this is months after I came back. This was like 2 months after I came back from maternity leave. We've always, ever since Angela Yee left, we said that we would consider having 4 seats. So why, when me and Claudia Jordan did the guest co-hosting, or me and Kendra G did the guest co-hosting, did everybody say, oh, it ain't gonna work with 4 people? Why, right? Why was that ever even said? Why wasn't that something that was presented at the jump, like from jump, at the top? That's what I want to know, right? But I'm still playing. I'm still here, mind you. I'm not playing a game. I'm just still here with it because I'm in this. This is a contract. This ain't no part-time that I got. I got a contract that I negotiated and I got it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on air. She overtalks. She's over-talking me. Lauren knows she does this. I've told her about this many times. She over-talks me. I'm like, yo, shut up. All right? Or hush, be quiet. Yeah, that clip that y'all saw. Yes, shut up. Be quiet. Yeah, I said that. And I've meant that. You know what I mean? That's the only way to get it a hush. So I'm like, all right, cool. One day, I told her, because I went in the comments, I'm like, all right, people don't like that. All right, whatever. I'm not her mother. She's another grown woman. I have to respect this lady. But she's not going to keep talking over me, yo. I'm already confused on why she's still here. You know what I mean? Like on air. Not in the building, on air. Right? So I'm like, all right. I told her, be quiet the next day. Charlamagne texts me and he says, yo, don't tell her be quiet. You tell her shut up. Play into that narrative of y'all beefing, y'all not liking each other. Why the f we do that? But I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. She cool with it, I'm cool with it, because I'm not a be quiet type of I am a shut up type of ask my kids, right? Even the 7-month-old, ask her. So then I asked again, I'm like, all right, so she's gonna be the 4th host. That's what it is. Whenever we do find that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of beating around the bush, y'all. So look, she started doing the news. I'm like, all right, look, that's her segment. Take me off that. Y'all give her that. This is her segment now.
All right, so I recently seen this Jess Hilarious thing. It's been kind of going viral. Everybody's been talking about it. Jess Hilarious went live, I guess, on Instagram yesterday, and she was talking a lot of trash, man. Feeling some type of way. I guess because of Lauren LaRosa was there, and Lauren LaRosa was pretty much filling in for her. And I guess she was thinking, once she got back, that Lauren LaRosa was going to leave.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
What's happening? How's everybody feeling out there?
I'm great. How you feel?
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Jess Hilarious is here.
I'm cool.
Okay.
Jess is my job. I came into work. What's up? She's been trending all day.
Yes.
I think she's number 9 right now.
Okay. Because I was sitting at home last night trying to watch Magazine Dreams, and I kept getting a bunch of phone calls and text messages, and people was like, Jess Hilarious is going off on live.
Oh, we have audio.
Okay.
We're supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. It was ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side
I
High.
agree with that.
Fair East Side.
Fair point.
Before Mr. Clark, though. Every day, they always talk about, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
Wow.
No, act like that. Now, act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like,
What
you
part?
really.
What you mean we don't have you?
I have
Break
more-
that down. Explain how we don't have you.
Okay. All right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah. I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment.
You know, and she was just gonna, I guess, take it from there. But she's been feeling some type of way, and so, yeah, she went on a whole little rant on Instagram. What are your have you seen anything or whatever? Or what are your thoughts based on the stuff that you've heard?
I feel like under a professional aspect, she is not professional at all.
Okay.
They should have called her. I feel like they probably should have called her in.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Had a little conversation
yeah,
with her.
had a little conversation with her. Most of the stuff from that point should have been private.
Yeah.
Now I know that she said, some stuff, but yeah, I feel like that shouldn't have went to social media.
Yeah, it's a certain way that you're supposed to handle it, and we'll go ahead and play a little clip from the Breakfast Club.
All right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said
What
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she did. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only gotta be a fourth voice?
Well, correct me if I'm
my
wrong.
segment.
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interview
She was going to be the
questions.
senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you was. I thought
She was on air. She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No, what are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was gonna happen, and when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in. She addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell? What do you think I want to talk about?
Talk off air though.
So
right?
yeah. We started talking off air. We started to
But I'm
talk
saying even
off air.
prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. They was like, all right. Well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air.
Okay.
There was a voice. They wanted her there. Wanted her here. There's a place for Lauren in the show. All right, cool.
But
If
you-
there's a
but
place
you-
for
but
her
you
on the
wanted
show,
her- you wanted her
let's
in
do
too,
it
though.
another way. Yeah.
Because
I know-
you said you wanted to change the segment from Jess with the Mess to the Lauren.
that was eventually, even when it came down to it still being called Jess with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Jess with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even went to Taylor, yo, change that. Take that Jess with the Mess off of it. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Jess with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people are thinking.
I agree. Can I ask
You
a
know what I'm
question?
saying? Yeah, she's more of a reporter. She's
Can I ask
journalism.
a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
Why you joke so much, man?
What you mean? I'm trying to
it's not a do-rag. It's a silk
joke.
scarf, nigga, but it's not. It's not a joke.
It's not a
Be
joke.
If you
serious.
gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke.
Okay.
Nah, but
It's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about
It
it.
is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just
Now-
sit back and watch it because I'm not Joe Clark.
'Cause it's not-
I am actually. You're my baseball bat.
Now it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
You're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
Wait, yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
What do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
Like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open. All the time. Now, how about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate? This shit is ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High. Before Mr. Clark, though. Like when he first got there. Y'all want to keep our cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every day. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work. You ain't at work. Yeah. I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
Because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like, Lauren, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah,
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP, to have
I
the
never
conversation.
ever heard that.
Because
you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen. I have said, hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is if somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you saying you put me in office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And I did I not? Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown, and regardless, you don't got to love me, you don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job, great, she's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I
think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
No, but that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing 2 weeks ago.
This is what happened at the Breakfast Club. She took that job. She got that job because I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So she got that job. And I always said she wasn't talented. She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Yeah. Oh. She has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who is Lauren. That girl know what she doing. She knows how to fit in with Charlamagne and the other guy, DJ Envy. It's like it's seamless when she there.
Right.
It's the talent. The talent shows out, and then Les and Larry's ain't even reading right. I'm like, and now she had a job where all she had to do was deliver the news. She had a segment.
Yeah.
On the Breakfast Club. The other girl who has experience and talent at this job took her segment. Right. Not because she tried to, it's just you saw somebody who's talented.
Didn't say nothing about it.
But y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not feeling that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I ain't never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's true, though. That's different now. Come on.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you. And I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. But sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about you. Have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight.
We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm not one mother ever with this online shit. Like, why should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that much crazy.
I'm gonna butt in real quick. The difference between Jess Hilarious and Angela Yee is she approached it from a business perspective. She did not go online and crash out. She waited it out. She did whatever it is that she had to do in order to make sure that she secured that bag before she moved out. This is not the proper way to go about doing things.
Not as crazy it is. Try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that 13 years, man. I'm telling you. I don't give.
And that's a big part of the problem with a lot of this younger generation that's coming up. Willing to crash out over any little thing instead of having some self-control and control yourself and behave like a professional. You would rather go out there and crash out because, again, y'all already know how she is. It's a childish mindset.
Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot.
I don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments. I know who I am. I know what I do. If you let them people get in the comments and F with you, you're great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like, you are dope.
She's very
dope. You let them people piss you off. No, F them, nigga. Like, you nice. Like, what you do is funny.
I tell her that all the time.
You brought that energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club. And you let a person in the comments say something to stare you up. I tell them, F them, nigga.
We don't even know who these people are.
They could be bots and all that. But, and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like, I F with you the long way, not on some internet-ish. And to hear that through there, this
sounds very light-skinned. Well, let's go to the phones. 1-800-585-1051. Let's open the phone lines. Everybody woosah.
I'm going to get a sparkling water.
I got my candles lit. I got my candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage. Jess want to fight. Envy being beige rage. It's the Breakfast Club.
And so what Lauren LaRosa was basically saying was like, yo, I pulled you to the side and, there's always a way that you are supposed to handle things when it comes to, basically just being professional. And I guess Jess is not used to handling things that way because you're like, yo, if you had a problem with it, then you should have said something about it when it happened. She's like, yeah, no, that's not the way that you do business. That's not the professional way to go about doing things. I told you if there's an issue, then, we would have this conversation off the air like professionals do. But, Jess got upset. She ended up crying or whatever because, she kind of attacked DJ. Well, let's just say she pretty much attacked everybody at the Breakfast Club. She felt like they should have been, quote unquote, protecting her. When everybody was basically looking at her as the villain, she felt like they should have went online, like, y'all are always addressing stuff and like that. I don't understand why you guys, couldn't take up for me and say anything. But what DJ Envy and Charlamagne was saying, like, they've been talking about us for years. Like, that's the thing about, like, when you're in the spotlight, you can't pick and choose, or think that people are just going to look at you in a good light. There's going to be a lot of negative opinions that are going to come your way. That's just the thing about being on top. And Breakfast Club, I said something about this about a week ago, but they were saying something about the Breakfast Club being canceled because of a situation that had happened on the air about that young man that I think Donald Trump had appointed him as something, man, head of security or something like that, and they were like basically just they were picking at him, and so people was basically like saying like, you know, we're gonna cancel the Breakfast Club or whatever or whatnot. So this could be a stunt. You know what I'm saying, to kind of like just hopefully get them back on top or get them views back up, get people back listening, watching or whatever. This could be. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that it ain't. But long story long, if you are going to be in the spotlight, you know, you have to understand that people are going to come for you, whether you like it or not. And the worst thing that you can do is get in your feelings and get emotional, especially because I think she was also upset about the Corey Holcomb thing as well. You know, she know Corey Holcomb is not her biggest fan. I'm not going to say he don't like her because I don't know. But based on the content that he's put out or whatever, he called her, what is it, Jess, not hilarious or something like that? Less hilarious. So he's not a big fan of her or whatever. So you gonna have people that's gonna poke at you, that's gonna talk trash about you on the internet. You're gonna have to have thick skin. The worst thing you can do is start to poke holes in the boat that you are in and start getting on everybody else around you and saying that y'all should have been protecting me. Like, no, man. Those people on the outside, let them talk. At the end of the day, you're still getting your money. You still have a job. And I don't really understand what the issue is or what she thought this was going to be.
Since you've kind of mentioned it, that their previous, I'm guessing that was their previous episode where they was joking about, you know, joking at the kid. And
oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It could be, you know, one of those things, well, they talking about this week. Let's give them something else to talk about to put that in the back of their mind. So who knows? Yeah. Who knows, man? But yeah, she got emotional. You know, she started crying or whatever. She was upset. But yeah, one thing you can't do is you can't think that you can go to a job and start to dictate stuff. You haven't been there that long. You know what I mean? Like, I understand if Charlamagne or DJ Envy, people that's been there for years, over a decade, try to, you know, throw their weight around or whatever. That would be understandable. I don't even think she's been there a year. And she like, yo, you know, y'all need to be doing this, y'all need to be doing that. Who? You don't sign nobody's paycheck? Like, what's going on? Like, who do you think you are, man? I think a lot of people are, you know, entitled and they feel like they deserve something. You haven't even got your feet wet yet, fam. And this is not a good look because, say for instance, right, you know, God forbid, I guess she stopped working at the Breakfast Club or whatever. If you plan on going somewhere else, they're going to look at stuff like this. And they're like, yo, that's not professional. Why in the world would I hire somebody that could turn around and do the exact same thing with this company? And basically, you know, say that the entire Breakfast Club is like a high school. It's being ran like high school. So you basically just ished on the whole entire, like, everybody in the back. Like, dang, why are we catching strays? Like, what's going on? You're not supposed to go and crash out like this, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here. You guys, y'all let me know, what do you guys think down in the comments about this, man? Do y'all think that she was right? Do y'all think that she was wrong? Let me know what y'all thoughts are, all right? Until the next time, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up, tan skin, mixed race, buttercup, Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa. Too bad was, you know they roll.